For your next birthday, do something for yourself. All alone. Don't tell anyone, just you and yourself. I just turned 32 and my birthday this year was a bit different. This time, for the first time in my life, I celebrated it alone, miles away from my home and my family. But this is not a sad video. I'm not gonna make an emotional video and tell you how hard it is to celebrate your birthday alone. Instead, I'm gonna tell you how celebrating getting older on your own can actually be an emotionally empowering thing to do. My name is Hediye, and this year I celebrated my birthday all alone in Edinburgh. I FaceTimed my family, they bought a cake for me, I even blew out the candle. You might hear this and think, wow, that sounds lonely. But to that I say, it actually wasn't. As a person who has lived a great majority of her life with her family, the anticipation for my first birthday alone had been on my mind for a while. All kinds of thoughts were roaming through my head. Will I feel sad? Will I cry? Will I wish I was with my family? Will I second guess everything? Spoiler alert, I did not. Instead, I decided to take the whole day off for myself and went to Edinburgh. It was going to be rainy, but I didn't let that stop me. I knew that if I stayed in, I'd probably let those feelings get to me and I'd make myself miserable. And I'm so glad that I did that. The thing is, a lot of the time, we let emotions overpower us. We have this idea about birthdays and how inherently sad they are because they are reminders of how old we're becoming. But why that should be a sad thing? Growing older is such a weird thing these days because people think they wasted their time, they're late for trying new things or getting their life together. For some reason, we choose our birthdays as an excuse to think back on everything we did, and we tend to underestimate every achievement. We overlook the big mountains we have moved and decide to discredit them as the smallest stones. And therefore, we feel sad and unaccomplished on our birthdays and feel like if we celebrate it with our loved ones, it will help us forget that feeling of failure. I'm not gonna say I did the most wonderful things in the past year. My mountains were small, but I consider them as mountains nevertheless. And this year, celebrating my birthday in my dream city, far away from everyone I know and love, gave me a feeling of empowerment. I was proud of myself to see it through and not give up, to get here, eventually. Because what are birthdays if not celebrating yourself and your dreams? Obviously, this does not mean that for your birthday to mean something, you need to move across the world. It means to do a thing, even the smallest things that gives you, and only you, a feeling of pride. Even if it doesn't mean anything to anyone, if it means something to you, then do it. Trust me, you'll feel great. As I walked the beautiful old streets of Edinburgh, thinking of where I was last year on my birthday and where I am now, it felt unreal, impossible, but it was against all odds happening. So for your next birthday, do something for yourself. All alone, don't tell anyone, just you and yourself. Let that be the feeling of accomplishment on your birthday, not the things you could have or should have done in the past. Your birthday shouldn't mean that much. It's just another day where you can treat yourself to things you like and enjoy. So, happy birthday, stranger.